the challenge of facing low A hitters, a lot of 19-year-olds. Now coming to this league, you have some more mature guys, some guys who played college ball that you faced. What's that been like?
Totally. In low A, you kind of get guys that like see ball, hit ball. But here, you kind of see a game plan. You see guys hunting pitches, be able to make pitch-to-pitch adjustments. That's the biggest thing that I'm working on right now. As soon as I make it to higher levels, guys are going to have game plans, and you're going to have to make that pitch-to-pitch adjustment. So that's what I'm focused on right now.
What are your goals the rest of the way here in 2024?
Get 1% better every day. That's one of my goals. Trust the process of everything. I can't control, numbers, strikeouts. When it leaves my hand, I can't control it. So just kind of be the same guy every single day and be a good teammate.
Hey, what's up? It's Vito Calisi, Jonathan Barron. We're here with Kade Morris out at Maimonides Park on a really nice day. Now, Kade, you got promoted here a few weeks ago. Only 37 innings in low A before you got promoted. What's been clicking this year?
Yeah, just the ability to pitch. Again, pitching from college, you get away with, some stuff. But as soon as you get to pro ball, man, it's like you got to be dialed and you got to know how to pitch. So that's been my biggest adjustment and learning how to pitch and become a total pitcher. That's what I'm trying to do. So that's what I've been taking away and steps in the right direction.
You were a part of a slew of moves, really, that the Mets have made promotion-wise pretty early in the year, like Vito said, 37 innings under your belt before your promotion. So what kind of confidence does that give you that the Mets were so aggressive in moving you up so early? They didn't make you sit around and wait and prove something that you kind of already proved. Like, they saw that you were good enough to conquer the FSL. Bang, next challenge ahead of you.
I like to ooze with confidence. I think that whatever you think you are. So especially as a pitcher and especially in baseball, it's a game of failure. If you just sit around all day and, I failed here and failed here, you're not going to, make it anywhere, I feel like. So you got to kind of fake it till you make it. So I always feel like I have the ability. I mean, I feel like I could go play at Citi Field right now.
I like that.
That's just the mindset
That's the Mamba mentality,
yeah,
right?
100%. And I'm just living by that. So whatever they want to do, I can't control that. So I'm just go out there and compete.
How about the jump from low A to high A? The weather's a lot better here. You really did it the right way. You missed April here, which coming off the Atlantic Ocean, you probably didn't want to be here anyway. But the challenge of facing low A hitters, a lot of 19-year-olds, now coming to this league, you have some more mature guys, some guys who played college ball that you faced. What's that been like?
Totally. In low A, you kind of get guys that like see ball, hit ball. So they're not really sitting on pitches, not really a game plan. You can make a right pitch, but a guy could just, swing it and get down the line for a double, But here you kind of see a game plan. You see guys hunting pitches, certain counts. They're hunting certain pitches, so it's kind of easier to dissect the game that way. Where like low A, it's kind of like it's randomized baseball,
Now, it's funny because you played in Florida and you think you're going to be by a beach over there, but then you're nowhere near a beach in PSL, and then you come here and then you're right next to the water right there, right?
Have you been yet to the beach?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I walked the boardwalk down Coney
Did you
Island.
ride any of the rides?
No, I haven't. I heard some stories.
Everything's safe.
Yeah, everything's safe. Yeah, that's what but
regular inspections, regular everything. You're good.
Okay.
So part of those promotions that we were talking about before, one of those guys is Jonah Tong. You and Jonah both throw a curveball. You're both young pitchers. Do you guys get to talk game a lot?
Yeah, all the time. We sit in the dugout, we watch certain at-bats, certain reactions, and we're like, okay, I would throw this here and throw that there. And we both take charts sometimes. The guy that has the start the next day takes the chart, so we kind of take every pitch into account, and it's fun to dissect the game with him, yeah.
That's interesting. Are you guys roommates here?
No.
Okay, who are you rooming with?
Justin Lawson.
Okay, what's that dynamic like?
With me and J-Law?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's cool. Yeah, he's a super laid-back guy. It's easy to separate from the field with him. Just go back to the crib and just talk shop. That's what I love to do. And, you dissect the game every night, and as soon as you're done, it's over. Next day, flip the page.
What video games you guys playing in the apartment?
Rainbow Six Siege. We've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege right now.
I haven't heard of that.
What about No Build Fortnite?
No, I got off Fortnite. I all the sweats on that game. It's bad. But Rainbow Six, it's like a first-person shooter. It's like realistic. So like Call of Duty takes like a lot of shots to kill somebody.
Sure.
Where Rainbow Six, it's like one shot. It's like realistic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You guys been playing that for a while now?
Yeah, it's fun. Like you have to communicate, and you have to be like, oh, this guy's here, so it kind of keeps that team aspect into it.
I love that. So we're coming up close to a year since the Mets drafted you. We talked with you in September. You had gotten a cup of coffee in the Florida State League. Before that, you pitched in the FCL. But when you look back at Kade Morris, before you heard your name called on draft day, what growth have you seen in yourself when you kind of look back and self-reflect and take a step back and think about your story so far?
Yeah. My goal has been to get 1% better every day. I'm a professional now, so I get to do this every single day. I can't even believe this is my job, right? I love this. So just being able to get 1% better and having the ability to have great minds around you and guys that just will die for this game. Oh man, it's made me such a better player just to be around these guys.
Now, you're off to a really good start here. I mean, in 45 innings at the time of this recording, you've struck out 47 batters. How do you feel about just how you've clicked and just adjusted to high A ball? Like, what have you done that's so effective?
Reading batters, that's what I'm trying to do mostly is, just react to the game. Be able to make pitch-to-pitch adjustments. That's the biggest thing that I'm working on right now. Just because, as soon as I make it to higher levels, guys are going to have game plans, and you're going to have to make that pitch-to-pitch adjustment. So that's what I'm focused on right now.
Do you watch a lot of baseball in your free time? Like Vito and I, we watch AA, we watch Cyclones, we watch AAA. Are you looking at all these other leagues and preparing yourself for the challenge? Because eventually the call is going to come, and it's not going to be high A batters, it's going to be AA batters, then it's going to be AAA guys. And in AAA, you're going to see guys that have played in the major leagues. So have you started to prepare yourself for that next level, or are you living in the now?
I'm living in the now,
okay,
for sure. I watch a lot of baseball, though.
But that's good. That's good. It's important to do that.
Right. I watch film on some of the guys' swings. I'm not so focused on, double AAA. I like to watch a lot of major league games. See how they're attacking guys. Best of the best doing it, right? So you just got to kind of mimic their game and see what they're doing. I like to go and watch old Vince Scully games. I like to watch an old Dodger Giant rivalry, like Bumgarner versus Kershaw. And
that's an old rivalry.
Yeah, 2014 maybe.
How does that make you feel? He said old Vince Scully games. I thought he was going to.
Yeah.
I thought we were going way back. I didn't realize he was going post-college graduation.
Don Drysdale, but instead you said Clayton Kershaw. That old legend, Clayton Kershaw.
No, but I just love the stories he had and just watching those guys, their style of pitching. Bumgarner was just he was hitting at the time. I saw this game. He was Kershaw. Him and Greinke were going at it, and Matt Bum was the only guy to hit a home run, and he was the only guy to have an RBI, 2 RBIs that night, and it was a 2-3 ball game. And it was the top of the 8th inning, and Matt Bum goes out there to hit, and he's like, I'm not going out of the game, So that stuff kind of fires me up, and that dog mentality, that stuff's cool.
Do you wish you could hit?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Have you ever said to Gilbert, hey, if you need a pinch hitter, tap me in?
Yeah, I'll joke around for sure, but I'll let the guys that dedicate their life to hitting hit. So,
do you watch Pitching Ninja videos?
A little bit here and there.
Because Christian Scott, we spoke to him about this. He got his slider watching Max Scherzer Pitching Ninja videos. That's how he worked on that.
Yeah, I'll look at grips all the time. Marcus Stroman had this one seam sinker that I've kind of adapted my 2-seam to, and man, that's been a game changer for me. And I saw it on, I think it was his interview on Pitching Ninja. I'm not sure. You might have to fact check me on that, but he was showing a 1-seam, and it might have been on Pitching Ninja.
1-seam. You mind showing us what you're talking about?
Yeah, so right across the ball like this.
Okay, got it. So literally on 1-seam.
Yeah, 1-seam, and I just come through like that, and I just get that turbo sink, 94, just in on the hand.
So that's your 2-seam / sinker.
Yeah. It's like this. Comes out.
And you've found a lot of success inducing ground balls, and you said in on the righties, that pitch breaks in?
Yeah, I mean, if we could get 27 outs on 27 pitches, that's the ideal game for me.
How often are you just holding a ball?
Oh, all the time. I'll literally just be in the dugout gripping the ball every single day. Just to get the comfort, okay, this grip, my changeup felt kind of wonky last start. Let me just hold the changeup for a couple innings, okay? Let's move it down to the fastball, okay? This feels good. And then just kind of get grips that don't feel comfortable, and then just make them feel comfortable.
Is it hard to pitch in a place like this? Because like we're doing an interview right now, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm getting distracted.
You guys have fireworks going off sometimes during the games.
Have you pitched during a fireworks game yet?
No, but I did pitch during educational day with a whole bunch of kids in the stands, and they were singing SpongeBob SquarePants, and it's like
nothing wrong with that, by the way. Are you a SpongeBob guy?
No, I am. Yeah,
All right.
I watch SpongeBob.
That should fire you up then. If I were on the mound and the stadium was singing SpongeBob, I'd love it.
Sean Manaea on the Mets has a Doodle Bob tattoo right in his leg.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
But is it distracting? Like obviously you're a pitcher, you're locked into the zone. But like, is there an aspect of like there's a roller coaster of screaming children right behind me?
Not so much when I'm pitching. You know, it's like I got horse vision, like the blinders on each side. Like I can't hear anything. I'm just blacked out in the flow on the game. But when I'm in the dugout, it's like, wow, this is a crazy place to play, right?
Yeah, it's so unique. Other than the boardwalk that you mentioned, you taking a little trip to, and the beach. What are some of your other favorite things about being in New York City, which is so unique? Usually minor leagues, and eventually you'll get there. You'll go upstate, and it'll be a much different vibe. So enjoy the city while you're here until you get back here, Citi Field. But what are some of your favorite parts about New York City?
Man, honestly, like just sitting on my balcony and hearing all the noises during the day, the train, you know, all the kids out, like it's going on where I'm living, and then during the night it's just silent. And it's kind of like a peace, like, okay, I can still hear the train, but that helps me go to bed. And I just kind of like love being in it. Like I'm in the heart of it. It's cool.
What about the pizza? Have you hit any good places yet? Or just food in general, really?
Yeah, I actually had a hot honey roni slice, like on the boardwalk. Man, it was really good. It was like honey and pepperoni pizza.
Have you been to L&B yet?
No.
Spumoni Gardens?
I need to go?
That's the famous. That's like the most famous Brooklyn.
They say it's fallen off a little bit. They changed ownership.
They didn't change ownership, dude.
Apparently they changed ownership. That's what people were saying online.
No, the owner got killed.
Okay. So they changed ownership. Not by choice. It wasn't a money transaction, but they changed ownership.
Oh, man.
For one reason or the next. And it's fallen off a little bit. That's what they say. But you got a lot of great options around here. You can't go wrong. You and the boys should take a trip over there.
Okay.
And then report back.
They have good ice cream. Spumoni's a type of ice cream.
Okay.
It's really good.
I'll have to check it out. L&B?
L&B Spumoni Gardens.
It's like 10 minutes from here?
Yeah, like it's in Sheepshead Bay, which isn't too far. Have you made it into the city?
Yeah, I actually did. I went and where Pier 26 is. They have like a little restaurant over there.
So that's like
the
like
One World
Houston
Trade
Street?
Center. Like,
all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Where like it's a tall building. There's like an ice skating rink sometimes there in the winter.
Yeah.
It's right by like a movie theater. Right by. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's funny because on Google Maps I saw an ice skating rink and I was like, it's summer.
It's
right?
a pop up in the winter.
Okay. So yeah, I've been down there a little bit. Saw the World Trade Center Memorial. That place is like, wow.
Yeah,
you go there.
It's a special.
Well, when were you
get
born?
Goosebumps. Yeah.
What year were you born?
2002.
So you weren't even alive for 9/11. What was it like seeing the memorial?
Yeah, I mean, it was nuts. It's like I went there when I was younger, probably like 13, but like going back there and just kind of like understanding, like 13-year-old, you don't really understand like too many things about, you know, grief and all that stuff. And you go back there and it's like, wow, like this place, I got goosebumps. You know, it was nuts.
You're halfway through your first full year of pro ball, just about. What are your goals the rest of the way here in 2024?
Yeah, well, get 1% better every day. That's one of my goals. And then just be the same guy every day. I want my teammates to know who they're getting. You know, Kade Morris every single day. That's just kind of a goal to me. Just trust the process of everything. I can't control, you know, numbers, strikeouts. You know, when it leaves my hand, I can't control it. So just kind of be same guy every single day and be a good teammate.
What's your warm-up song these days, by the way? What do you got playing over at the speakers on Maimonides when you're on the bump?
Yeah, this is a man's world. It's on MLB The Show, and I heard it there the first time, and I was like, yo, this would be a good one to walk out to. So been playing that.
So you do not use that in college. That's new.
Yeah,
So you used
yeah.
that last year, right?
No, this is new. First time, yeah.
Might we hear that at Citi Field one day, or you think?
Oh.
Are you the kind of guy who likes to change it up, or like once you find something that you know works for you, bang, lock it in?
Yeah, I change it up. So it'll probably be something new when I get to Citi Field for sure.
All right, cool.
Okay, thanks so much for taking the time with us. You can like and subscribe Future of Flushing on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. We're available on the Mets YouTube as well. Make sure to check out Meet at the Apple as well, our Major League podcast.
You guys subscribe to both, Cade.
You will.
I will.
Thanks,
All right.
Cade. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you guys.